Welcome, I'm Kevin Tupper, and today I want to talk to you about Government Reimagined and introduce you to the idea of the Frontier Agency. This is about how we can use AI assistants and agents to expand capacity, speed, and trust in public service, while keeping people firmly in charge of mission and accountability. For several years, Microsoft has produced the Work Trend Index, our annual research on how work is changing. Each year, we survey tens of thousands of people worldwide and combine that with anonymized Microsoft 365 signals and LinkedIn hiring trends. This year, we also added interviews with startups, economists, and academics. Taken together, the data shows we're entering a new reality, one where intelligence is on tap and where humans will increasingly set direction for agents that run entire processes. The question is, what does that mean for government? I see three big shifts that define what I call the Frontier Agency. The first shift is intelligence on tap. Every public servant has an AI assistant that can draft, summarize, and reason, so they spend less time on admin and more time on mission. The second shift is human agent teams. Imagine agents sitting right alongside caseworkers, FOIA reviewers, analysts, or procurement staff as digital colleagues. And third is agent-operated workflows. People set the direction, the policy, the guardrails, while agents carry out the process end-to-end, always keeping a person in the loop. When you put these shifts together, the benefits are clear. More minutes on mission, more face time with citizens, and less screen time. Every agency's experience will be different, but we see this journey playing out in three phases. In the first phase, every public servant has a co-pilot to help them work faster and better. In the second, agents join teams as digital colleagues, assisting with specific tasks under human direction, like clustering FOIA requests or drafting procurement scorecards. And in the third phase, humans set the policy and guardrails, while agents handle workflows end-to-end, always with transparency and oversight. Now, this path won't be linear, and most agencies will see a mix of all three happening at once. But one thing is constant. People remain firmly in charge. The role of humans isn't replaced, it's elevated. This is what we mean by a frontier agency. It's an organization that uses assistants and agents to expand capacity, increase speed, and strengthen trust in public service, all while keeping people firmly in charge of the mission and accountable for outcomes. Now let's make this real. What might a frontier agency look like in practice? Let me share a few examples, not predictions, but possibilities to show what's possible with AI today. Think about any agency that handles a high volume of inbound calls. Most of those contacts are routine. I experienced this myself when I had to call a government agency about a life event for my family. The case was simple, but the only way to resolve it was by waiting on hold. Twice I hung up after long waits, and on the third attempt, I finally connected after nearly an hour. Once I reached someone, the agent was excellent and resolved the case quickly. But it shouldn't take 3 phone calls and an hour on hold for something that straightforward. In a frontier agency, a digital agent could be reached not just by phone, but also by web or text. It confirms identity, checks the record, makes the change, and explains next steps on the spot. If the case is complex, it hands you to a person and carries the context over. If you want a human from the start or at any time, you can always ask for one. The result is simple. No repeated calls, no wasted time, and staff get more minutes on mission, focused on the cases that truly need human judgment and empathy. Next, let's look at government transparency. What happens when hundreds of FOIA requests land at once? FOIA teams can get waves of requests all at once. Today, an analyst routes each one by hand, hunts across siloed systems, and redacts sensitive information manually. It's slow, and the risk of missing something is real. In a frontier agency, incoming requests are clustered by topic and assigned. An agent searches across authorized systems and returns likely responsive documents with sources attached. It pre-redacts PII and common exemptions. A human reviewer makes the final call, the cover letter and release log are drafted, and deadlines are tracked with alerts. Every step leaves an audit trail. The outcome is faster transparency for the public, lower risk for the agency, and analysts spend their time on the requests that truly need judgment, not copy and paste. Now, let's move from transparency to momentum for citizens and businesses to get the permits and approvals they need. Permitting is a good test. A small business or a homeowner or a construction company might bounce between multiple sites and forms. Checklists conflict, mistakes come back weeks later, and timelines stretch from days into months. In a frontier agency, you start once. Upload plans or answer a short intake. An agent builds the checklist from code and policy, pre-fills forms, and flags missing items early. It can schedule inspections and keep everyone on the same timeline. The applicant gets a simple dashboard with status and next steps. A permit officer still reviews and signs off on everything. The impact is clear. Fewer resubmits, clear expectations, and approvals in days, not months. And that's all without lowering the bar on safety or compliance. And finally, let's shift to the moments when minutes matter. Emergency response. When a storm is inbound, data pours in from everywhere. Weather, 911 and 311 calls, sensors, social posts. Currently, staff pull it together by hand, and tasking lags while people wait for a clear picture. In a frontier agency, agents fuse those signals on one map and forecast needs by area, including shelters, debris crews, and power restoration. They propose staging, routes, and assignments, and draft the incident action plan. The operations chief reviews, adjusts, and approves. Tasks go out to field teams with updates flowing back in real time. And everything is logged for after-action review. The payoff is minutes saved, better allocation of scarce resources, and the public sees government act in real time with humans firmly in command. This is Government Reimagined. Frontier agencies mean more minutes on mission, faster service for citizens, and more trust in government. And we're not talking about far-off hype here. We're standing up a way today to help agencies get started. I'd love your ideas. Which workflow in your world is ready to be reimagined? Reach out to me on LinkedIn and let me know. Thank you.